Every collectible card game is going to be at least a little different from every other collectible card game out there, not only in their game mechanics and how the games actually play out, but also in their design philosophies. And one area where Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always been behind, at least in my opinion, has been with artworks. We don't have full arts, and for the first 10 years of the game's history, we didn't see a lot of alternate artwork cards. Sure, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, and Red Eyes have gotten a lot of different artworks throughout the years, even back in the day. You also had the Egyptian gods, which have gotten plenty of alternate artworks throughout the years. Their first playable versions actually did not have their original artwork that we know from the TV show. So obviously Konami did do alternate artworks on very special iconic cards even back in the day. But besides those ones, we didn't see a lot of alternate artworks back in the day. In 2007, we got a Cyber Dragon alternate artwork in Duelist Pack Zane Truesdale, and that was a big deal. In 2008, we had the Anniversary Pack, which had some hand-drawn artworks by Kazuki Takahashi. In Duelist Pack Kaiba, released in 2010, we got a few different alternate artworks for Kaiba cards that weren't necessarily related to Blue Eyes, things like XYZ Dragon Cannon and Crush Card Virus. There were a handful of others as well, but I'm not going to sit here and name every single alternate artwork card released in the first 10 years of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. In general, in the first 10 years of Yu-Gi-Oh, we didn't see a lot of alternate artworks, which was pretty weird because for many other collectible card games, alternate artworks have always been a pretty big deal. Recently though, I've noticed that Konami has really listened to the fan base, not so much in producing full art cards, we still haven't quite gotten to that point, but they have been printing a ton of alternate artworks. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about how alternate artworks have become a lot more common in the recent years. For me, the Lost Art promotion, which started back in 2018, has been one of Konami's biggest pushes towards alternate artworks. The promotion, as far as I know, has always been the same. If you spend $30 at your official tournament store, they'll give you a Lost Art promotional card. And these cards have artworks taken from the OCG, artworks we never saw in the TCG format. And this has been really cool. I think it shows as a whole that Yu-Gi-Oh! Cares a lot less about censorship these days. So that has been one of the biggest ongoing things related to alternate artworks. And some of these cards, like Monster Reborn, do look quite different from the TCG version. And I know we just looked at these cards in yesterday's video, but in 2019 in Duel Devastator, Konami gave us some Ghost Girl Hand Trap alternate artworks. And last year in Maximum Gold, we got a bunch of alternate artworks for popular competitive cards, such as Appaloosa, Phantasme, and Droll and Lockbird. So people were really excited about those, so excited in fact that Konami already announced in the sequel to Maximum Gold that there's going to be 10 alternate artwork cards instead of the 6 that Maximum Gold had. Now one of those is IP Masquerena, which I believe is getting the OCG artwork that they recently got, so that one isn't brand new, and I'm assuming that one of them is probably the OCG alternate artwork for Destiny Hero Plasma, but I'm assuming the other 8 will be completely brand new, and Plasma isn't at this point guaranteed to be in this set, so maybe we'll actually get 9 brand new artworks alongside the IP Masquerena artwork from the OCG. At this point we just don't know, but we do know that Konami almost doubled the amount of alternate artwork cards in this set compared to the original Maximum Gold. And while this isn't related to the TCG, it's been really exciting to see all of the makeovers for older card artworks when those cards get added into the Rush Duel format. I don't even play Rush Duels. I don't watch the anime. I don't know how the format works. I don't follow the metagame at all. But when a new artwork for Skull Servant gets posted, that gets me pretty excited. Now, not everyone loves these new artworks. Personally, I'll probably always like the original artworks better, better, but I can still appreciate the new Pot of Greed artwork and how much more polished it looks compared to the original. Yeah, it lost a little bit of the charm of the original Yu-Gi-Oh artwork, but it is pretty nice to see older cards updated with a more modern style. And I don't think it would ever happen because it might be a bit confusing, but it would be pretty nice to see TCG versions of cards using those Rush Duel artworks. That brings us to the Dark Magician alternate artwork that I posted on my Twitter last night. So this is a really crazy artwork, and I know it's Dark Magician, which already has a bunch of alternative artworks, but this one is really out there and I like it quite a bit. This artwork is based on the original manga artwork, and it was featured in other things. For example, in the Bandai version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Released way back in the day, this was also the artwork that they used. Now, it's not an exact replica, but it does still have the same pose, and it has the same sort of dimensions, which do look a bit weird if you don't know what it's referencing. But they updated the coloring on it, they updated the shading on it, so it does look more like a modern card. Still, it does stick out, it does look unique, and I think this will be a very cool collectible item. I do hope this is released in the TCG at some point, but we really don't know. At the end of the day, I think it's really cool that Konami has tried out so many different alternate artwork cards in the past few years compared to the first 10 years in the game's history. We're seeing more alternate artwork cards than ever before, and I think the fan base really does appreciate that. I don't know if we'll ever get full art cards. Personally, I'm not even sure how they would do that because Yu-Gi-Oh cards do have a lot of text. Maybe they could print some like full art normal monsters, that would be pretty cool, but as it stands right now, at least we do have alternate artwork cards, and it seems like Konami did listen to the fan base. I hope you guys enjoyed today's discussion of alternate artworks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry that I couldn't mention every single card that got a new artwork, but I think I covered most of the highlights. Real quick though, before I end today's video, I did want to shout out my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Dzeeff. I really want to start streaming a lot more. I think the highlight videos are a lot of fun. I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed the Chaos Max video from a few days ago, and to get those highlight videos, I do have to actually stream in the first place. I do have a very fun stream/highlight video coming up. I bought a jam that's called Frog Jam, and I'm going to try it for the first time on stream, and I'll play some Frog the Jam deck as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Goodbye.